Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Mr. T from Portable 3 coming at you with another financial literacy video. I'm really excited to bring you another video, episode 006. We are working our way up to almost at 10. Pretty excited. We're going to be looking at a stock market activity today because we are 1 week out of 4 through our 1 month stock market challenge. And it's going really well. I love peeking in and seeing all the portfolios. I love seeing all the different companies that you've chosen. I love seeing how the companies that you chose on the first day look a little bit different than the companies that you chose on days 4 and 5. That really is what the point of this activity is. I want all of you to get a good understanding of the stock market, even at 11 years old, 12 years old, 14. It's just important, right? Because one day you're going to be old enough to start investing, and I'm encouraging you, to add the stock market to your overall investing journey. Okay? So, let's take a look today at what we would call different market sectors or different industries. Okay? And I want to give you an example here. If I have a company that has 5 big banks in it. All right, it could be American banks. Like maybe I've got J.P. Morgan, I've got Wells Fargo, I've got Bank of America, or maybe you're a Canadian student participating and you've got banks that are RBC, TD Bank, and Bank of Nova Scotia, CIBC. You've got a portfolio that is heavy with banks. Let's say I give you 5 stocks to buy, 4 of them are banks, okay? And then all of a sudden, there's a banking crisis, and all of the banks go down. All of the stock values of those companies go way down. You don't have a balanced portfolio. You have a portfolio that is heavy with banks or financials, okay? Let me give you another example. Let's say you've got a portfolio that has a lot of gas companies, a lot of oil companies, all right? Like ExxonMobil or BP, or in Canada, maybe you've got Suncor. And then all of a sudden, there is a global shortage of oil. And oil either goes way, way up, and you make lots and lots of money because you've got lots of oil companies or gas companies, or the flip side happens. There is, like when COVID happened, oil went way, way, way down, right? The price of a barrel, I think, was like $20 or something like that. And your whole portfolio just sinks into oblivion. That's not cool. So what I want to challenge you to do this week as we go into week 2 is start to look at some different sectors, some different industries, and we're going to chat about those today. And I'm going to challenge you to find 3 or 4 companies in each of those sectors that would make up a more balanced portfolio. Okay, and I'm going to challenge even your teachers to check in just to see, how are your students, how are you making, or you check in on your friend, how is your friend balancing out the portfolio? Because when you become an adult and you start investing more heavily, you're going to want an overall financial portfolio of a little bit of gold. You want a little bit of bonds, a little bit of stocks. Maybe you want a little bit of cryptocurrency, like some Bitcoin, right? You want to have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And you want to balance out your pot over time. And that's what I want to show you today, okay? So check this out. We're going to hop down right here into the computer. And if I've earned your like so far, if you're enjoying the video, please give me that thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And let's come down here for a second. So what we have here is Yahoo Finance. Now you could use Google Finance, you could use a financial company if you want, totally up to you. But I'm looking right now at Yahoo Finance. Now this is the Canadian version. I'm at .ca. And you can see right here, if I click on this, this is going to show me financial companies, energy companies. Here are some financial, some healthcare, some telecom and utility companies, some auto manufacturers, right? This is really important. And I would love for you to choose a few companies from some of these. You don't have to choose all of them, but I'm going to challenge you to balance out your portfolio. Let's try financial. What do we got in financial? Oh, I know these ones. So these are my big banks, right? Royal Bank of Canada, Bank of Montreal. You've got the TD Bank. You've got Sun Life Financial. So U.S. companies, Wells Fargo. Maybe your parents have a bank account at Wells Fargo. Maybe they have a Bank of America, okay, like BAC or Citigroup. So these, my friends, are banks or financials. Please go and choose a few of those companies to buy. Let's take a look at consumer products. What do we got there? Okay, Rogers, right? Big cell phone company. Cineplex, movie theater company. Pepsi. We've got Coca-Cola. So, my friends, what I'm challenging you to do right now is to think about some different companies that you might want to add to your portfolio that will give some diversity, will give a little bit of flexibility, will give some wiggle room so that if something crazy happens, you're not so weighted in one particular sector or one particular industry, okay? Now, we're going to come back down on my Google Sheet here, and this is an activity that my students did, and we talked about some automobile companies, all right? We talked about some banks. We talked about consumer apparel, clothing companies. So I'm going to challenge you to come up with some clothing companies. I'm going to challenge you to come up with some telecommunication services, telecommunication companies, okay? And so for this coming week, going into week 2, I'm encouraging you to find some companies that are in different industries, different sectors, and just go explore and see what you can find, okay? That's my encouragement for you to try this week. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks so much for coming and checking out this video. I hope you've learned a little bit about balancing out your portfolio, and I hope you have a great week picking those stocks. And again, if I've earned that like, please hook me up with it. Really appreciate it. I'll even give you a dab, okay? And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much.